Big story there. The Ben Simmons saga in Philly continuing to unfold yesterday. The latest report says Simmons told Sixers brass he no longer wants to be in this city of brotherly love despite the cheesesteaks and the Liberty Bell, and he does not plan to show up to training camp.
I made some calls, and I was told by someone who absolutely knows what's going on. All right, there's no doubt about it that he knows what's happening with Ben Simmons and the Sixers. And I was told, here's the news, that Ben Simmons is willing to go play anywhere for any of the other 29 teams except for the Philadelphia 76ers. So I'm thinking right now, Damian Lillard, Nick, doesn't seem to, he's not going to force his way out just yet. And I don't think he's as high on him in Philly as the rest of us are. I think he's higher on New York in the East than he is on Philly because he's not that keen on going to somebody else's team. Bradley Beal doesn't seem like Washington wants to trade him. So I think, Nick, you're looking at CJ McCollum, who, he's not been an all-star ever in the West. I think in the East, he'd have made an all-star game or two. All right? The last 2 years, he's averaged 26 and 7 when Dame Lillard is not there. He's a better fit with Embiid than Simmons is. That's not a horrible move to get CJ McCollum there.
I don't think I think if Portland is involved in the trade, it's because Dame demands out, but that's not happening on the timeline that we now see that Ben Simmons has.
Broussard, out of those teams that Nick listed, if I'm Ben Simmons, I either want to go to Golden State or I want to go to Portland because I am looking for two things. I want good leadership, which we know Chauncey has, and we know what the Warriors have between Kerr, Steph, Draymond, Clay. We know there's great leaders all over there. And because I want to get better. As a player, I want to get better. When Ben signed his extension, he said, I look forward to growing with this team, being in Philadelphia, I want to get better. And none of it's true. He may want to be there, but he didn't get better, and he's not going to be there any longer. So I think Chauncey, as a point guard with a defensive mindset, could take Ben to a new level. I think the CJ deal would be nice, and I think Dame and Ben would be really interesting. Portland's had the same bad defense for a decade, and they're always like, why do we keep on getting bounced? Oh, yeah, defense.
All right, let's stick with Ben Simmons. Time for a little in or out. Sponsored by Midas for tires, brakes, oil, everything. Make your appointment at Midas.com today. Broussard says Ben Simmons will accept a trade to any team that is not named the Sixers. Nick, you in or out on Simmons playing another game for Philadelphia ever?
Well, listen, I had been in on this all summer, but there's very few instances of clutch clients not getting exactly what they want. And if he wants out, I think he's going to get out. So I am out on him playing another game with the Sixers, Broussard.
I'm out on it. Clutch, they don't make false threats. He's not going to be at training camp if that's what their team is determined. So I'm out on this. Philly needs to go ahead and get the best deal that they can. They don't need to do it this week, but they're going to have to do it